Welcome back to High Flyer Radio number 3030. In here with, of course, the Nerd Chicano here to host the show along with my wonderful co-host, Brill, Stone Cold Brill Austin.
What's up, everybody? AKA Lil Brooker, AKA Stone Cold Brill Austin, AKA Brill Monger. What's good?
Kill Brill.
Oh, and Kill Brill.
Sir. Kill Brill. Hollywood Brill. Oh, no, not that one. Well, Hollywood Brill. Yeah, Hollywood Brill. We can do Hollywood Brill.
One, bro.
We won't say Hollywood Brill Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, Hollywood Brill is better than Hollywood Brill Hulk Hogan. So, yeah. All right. And also, as they said in WCW at Bash at the Beach, they said Hulk Hogan was the third man. But in here, Mr. Aiden Cossack is the third man, bro.
Whose side is he on? Whose side is he on? Oh, well, of course you know whose side he's on. Fucking hate that call so much. It like spoils everything that's about to come. But anyways, it's the third man. It's the third man of the Outsiders up in here. We represented Hollywood and Wolfpack. Black and white and black and red. We are all merged together. This is like the mega powers, but we're a trio, and none of us are racist. It's a good time. I've been ever since Revolution. I've been in a real big wrestling kick. So I'm getting Rachel into it. I'm explaining the history of like the screw job and like Bash to the Beach 2000 and like all these things. And they're just like, what the fuck? So we're having fun. I'm excited to talk about wrestling this week.
Yes, sir. I am too. It's been a while, y'all. But we've been holding it down every month. We've been doing some watch-alongs here. Yeah. We did our first one was Royal Rumble, and then a natural disaster happened, and we couldn't do the Elimination Chamber one.
Yeah,
but
no shit. A natural disaster happened.
Yeah. There was no way. I was like, nah, this is really short notice. No, thank you. Yeah, but I still watched the Elimination Chamber. We just did our AEW watch along, Revolution watch along last Sunday. Jibril was a little bit busy, so he couldn't get on. But Aiden and I were there to hold down the fort. And then we're here for another episode of High Fly Radio. Hopefully now we can keep it consistent. It's a matter of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all our schedules. My schedule is always atrocious.
Super fucked.
Yeah, mine's a shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mine changes every single week, so it's just like, come on, man. Where's the consistency?
Yeah. But for those who may not know you, and this is the first time they're listening to High Fly Radio, Aiden, you want to introduce them to who you are?
I mean, I've been here before, but that's cool.
But anybody who's coming in and they're like, "Oh, I've never listened to High Fly Radio, and it's my first time on the feed." You want to let them know who you are?
I'm Aiden Cossack. I'm probably the biggest Kenny Omega dick sucker you'll ever fucking find.
Oh my fucking god!
Literally the greatest wrestler of all time. No cap, all the cap. I'm not gonna work myself into a shoot, Gio. Trust me, I'm not Russo. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'm a big AEW fan. I'm a big WWE fan, except for like the racist gimmicks that they have from time to time, which I'm sure we might get into, and the problematic ones. And I'm a big NJPW fan. I like all this shit. I'm a wrestling fan. That's what we're here for.
That's right. All right, man. Yeah, sounds good.
You'll never catch me in the Impact Zone.
Never catch you in the Impact Zone.
Unless Kenny Omega is there. Don Callis.
100.
What's Aiden with a Y doing in the Impact Zone?
In the Impact Zone.
I need to get a wrestling gimmick name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my first and my last name are cool, or my first and my middle name are cool enough to be like a wrestling gimmick. Like Aiden Pierce. I feel that sounds clean, right? Like
yes, bro. It sounds clean.
I can see
Aiden Pierce.
My God, it's Aiden Paris. Oh my God.
all that song, bitch. Oh, it was me, Austin. It was me all along. Oh, that song, bitch.
It was me, Pierce. See, that sounds clean, right?
Hell my God, it's Jason Bourne. not on this show.
Not on this show.
But yeah, how's everybody doing today in chat? And Brill, how you doing, man? How's it been in the extended amount of time since I haven't talked to you?
Man, I'm not even gonna lie, it's been stressful. That's the honest truth. The shit has been crazy as hell. I'm like barely holding it together. Not mentally wise, but like life wise, bro. This shit is rough. But I just keep it one day at a time, man, and keep it moving forward.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just happy to be here. Yo, like this shit is dope. I love doing this from time to time. And yeah, man, I'm just ready to talk about wrestling because this shit takes the edge off sometimes. So yeah,
That's
I didn't mean to get dark all of a sudden, but
Nah, man.
yeah, bro, just
We
being
keep
honest.
it real.
Yeah, Brill's like, I'm gonna be real honest. I need this, and if my schedule would work, I would do this all I can, but it doesn't. But I need my break.
Yeah, man, Lord knows.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw it was your girl's birthday, so sending happy belated birthday to undisclosed girlfriend of Jibril. Hoping everything went well, and she's doing well, man. Aiden, what's up with you, bro? How's it going today?
I'm chilling. I've got a lot planned today. Like I've got like 9+ hours of recording I'm gonna be doing today. So I am starting now. So that's why I had to eat that's why we're late. I had to eat my Chinese food before we started because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna get the chance to do that later. I've got this right now. Then 30 minutes once we're done, I'm gonna start bulking out some content for my Patreon. It's my shit. I guess I'll announce it. Got my Patreon coming out next month, the 1st of April, and it ain't a joke. We're gonna be doing bulk DCEU movie commentaries. Good Lord, pray for me. Before Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out, so we're gonna be watching Wonder Woman 84 today. Then I'm gonna be doing Man of Steel and BVS Ultimate Edition tomorrow, and then Jesus, and then I'm gonna be watching the Suicide Squad Air Directors Edition, whatever the fuck we want to call it, the one that literally adds like 3 more scenes and makes the movie worse because of it. But y'all still want to see that man's movie, right? And then we got Zack Snyder's Justice League on Wednesday, which I hope it's good. I will say I hope this movie is good. I do not think it will be, but I hope it's good. And then we'll be doing all the other DCEU movies accordingly after that. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna be stressed as fuck. So that's what it is.
All right, man. Yeah, it's awesome. You're doing some bulk filming, bro. Good luck with that. Hopefully everything goes smoothly because Jesus Christ, man, I'll tell you this right now. I'm not doing a watch along or commentary of the Zack Snyder's Justice League. I didn't do one for The Irishman. I watched The Irishman and I reviewed that. Nah. I'm not doing a commentary. I'm not sitting my ass down on this chair for 4 hours straight. No, thank you. I'm fabulous. Y'all just tourists.
Yeah. I think I want to do the Zack Snyder Justice League one alone.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as much as I've given this movie shit online, it's only right for me to do that one alone rather than people talking over each other and me not actually able to watch the movie for the first time. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing it in the living room. We're gonna make that one casual. I'm moving the laptop into the living room.
Well,
we're using the fucking computer camera and we're chilling because I'm not going crazy.
Hopefully the audio doesn't come out in the background. You get hit with a nice copyright claim. But
I'll connect my AirPods. My AirPods will connect to my Apple TV and it will be fine.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. That's good. All right. So yeah, man, it's been quite the week. Of course, last Sunday was AEW Revolution 2021. We watched that. I didn't get to. So Jibril, did you get to watch it? You didn't get to watch it, right?
Kenny, I didn't watch a few matches. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I saw Kenny. Yeah. I saw the Scorpion Sky win. What else did I watch?
Sure.
Oh, I watched the tag team match with the Young Bucks and Les Six Gods. No, wait, no, not Les Six Gods.
Not Les Six Gods. I mean,
don't Jericho. Hey, don't do that to Sammy. Don't do that to Sammy.
Yeah.
The newly babyface Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah,
Which we'll get into.
We'll get into
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
for sure. Because I didn't see that shit coming. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like we'll get into it, but
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, but that finish, I definitely saw. Man,
yeah, I bet you did see that finish, bro. It was all over the fucking place.
It was everywhere, bro. I was like, damn.
Yeah. What's it called? Just when us wrestling fans thought, hey, maybe we won't get shit on anymore, with all the stuff that goes on in wrestling, and then that happens. You're like, oh fuck! Now I had to explain to people why I like this type of stuff.
Yep, dude, my fucking internet is kicking my ass this week, man. This shit is pissing me off.
You're good on.
We're good.
Yeah, you're good on our end with the.
I might stop my camera. Oh, that's the wrong audio episode. Let's see who we pick. We'll pick Lil Durk and Pooh Shiesty for now, but we'll get into it.
Pooh Shiesty, bro.
Once I figure out my camera situation, but
yeah. So we watched the event. Obviously, it was kind of like we were like, yeah, it was a fine.
Just like Lil Durk.
Lil Durk and Pooh Shiesty, bro.
With bleach blonde dreads from Jibril trying to look just like Lil Durk.
We watched the event. We came to the consensus that it was a pretty okay event. I mean, I'll repeat myself from last week. My favorite match of the night was definitely Kushida. Not Kushida, I'm sorry. That's wrong company. What's it called? Hikaru Shida and Munamami. I'm not gonna try to say that because I'm not gonna be able to say it. But the women's title match was awesome. I love that match. And then everything else, I was kind of like, I was into it, but like nothing too big. But that finish, man, that's why I'm bringing up Revolution, because we didn't really have that much time to talk about the finish because of course we're finishing up the watch along and we got to get going. But yo, I cannot believe that shit, man. I really can't believe that. First of all, I feel really bad for the production crew because the production crew probably got a real big screaming, yelling after that, bro. 100%. Those poor production people who work their asses off, and sometimes shit just doesn't work right, and sometimes fuck ups happen. Probably got one of the biggest chew outs of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I sat there in just absolute disbelief. I said, okay, they're gonna do it right. They've been. How many times did we see those Onita matches be put in the promotional stuff for this event? And they were like, oh, here's the what's it called, the background and the history of this type of match, and of course with Onita and how he would do incredible matches with it in Japan. And you're like, okay, we're building up to something here. And then that happens.
Yeah.
And take it away, Aiden. What's up? Well,
listen, man. I to promote the show today, I shared the link again to all of our reaction to when it happened, which is like one of the funniest videos ever. All of us just being like, that's it? That's the ending to this match? Okay. It really sucks, and I'll tell you why it sucks. If you want to play it off in storyline, that Kenny Omega just didn't know how to build an exploding ring and all that, which we'll talk about later with our Dynamite recap. Which I think that they have saved the story pretty well. It feels so bad for Eddie Kingston because the dude sold it like he fucking died. He sold it like he died. He came in there, he covered Moxley. The fucking smoke came, and I just rewatched Double or Nothing, the first one, whenever Cody smashes the throne. There's more smoke that comes out of the chair being smashed by the sledgehammer at the first Double or Nothing than there was for this exploding barbed wire death match. So Eddie Kingston selling it like he died, less pyro than Gilbert gets. It's kind of it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, dude. And I've been rewatching a lot of those WCW fucking pay-per-views too. Bro, if that killed Eddie Kingston, Goldberg must be fucking invincible. Because the amount of pyro that man gets. Dude, I feel bad for Eddie. I think they saved him though on Dynamite and like the way that they cut their promos. because I mean, Don Callis and Kenny Omega are fucking incredible together. You know, we'll get into it later, man. But yeah, it was an awesome match filled with psychology that I'm surprised that you could do in a barbed wire match. But you know, the finish sucked. So, you know, as Vince McMahon said, the only thing they remember is the finish.
The only thing I remember is the finish, bro. Jibril, what were your thoughts on the finish?
Yeah, I kind of had the same feelings. Like, I was expecting a lot going into a exploding barbed wire death match, and so you know that shit I've never heard of before, like ever. So I was like, oh shit, oh like what is this? Like, oh, I gotta watch this, you know. And so I like the match prior up to that, and so when it got to the point, I was like, you know, you already like before I watched it, you already like told me. So I was like, still like, okay, let's see how bad, because I didn't look at anything before. Even when you told me, I didn't look up anything. I was like, I watched the entire match and I'll see.
Yeah.
And so when it happened, I was like, I get you. I get it. I do. I really do get it. It's to build up to that and then like just bro, I was like, oh, it's not good, especially on the pay-per-view. And it's the last match too. Like I do feel sorry for those people in backstage, because like I could never do what they do. But man, for all the places to mess up, man, all the places to mess up.
It sucks because it was like the build up for years for this match, because you know, you can say that Kenny Omega versus John Moxley for the title, you know, that first match they had for like Winter's Coming was like their event that they did on Dynamite. You could say that was like the blow off, but like, you know, ever since the first Double or Nothing, whenever John Moxley came out of the crowd and fucking, you know, paradigm shift Kenny Omega on top of the fucking the poker coins, everyone was like, okay, these guys are gonna have a feud, you know. And then the first episode of Dynamite, you know, everything from then on, you know, and this was supposed to be like their big way to write Moxley off TV for a while, because, you know, everything going on with him and Renee, you know, they're having, you know, a kid. So, you know, he wants to go take care of his child, you know, and, you know, be an actual father to his children, you know. And one thing I'll say, John Moxley, fucking awesome dude from everything I've heard about the guy. So, you know, good on him for being able to want to put Kenny Omega over again in like a match that's like his territory, like all the crazy gimmick stuff. So, you know, it just sucks that that's the blow off, which now I don't think it will be the blow off. I think we'll probably get one more, but we'll see. The trilogy.
So then, of course, one of the big questions was like, you know, what they're gonna do now, like, because you can do a lot of different things, man. You know, you can move on, act like nothing happened, and we just blow it off, right? We keep moving on, and we'll see where we're gonna go. But things were handled a little bit different. On AEW Dynamite this week. So, Aiden, you want to go ahead and take the reins for that?
Do you want to just talk about Dynamite since we're already doing all this AEW stuff?
Yeah.
We'll cover the AEW stuff and then we'll go to WWE.
Yeah. We'll skip right into the segment with well, first of all, Eddie Kingston comes out. He talks about how, you know, he was in prison and going out there to save John he was filled with the same amount of anxiety that he had while he was in prison. So the anxiety of the situation, potentially losing his best friend, you know, which they kind of brush over the fact that these two are now cool again, but you know, it's cool. I get it. We don't have that much time on TV. You know, we get it. We get the story. They kind of brush over that, but you know, he talks about how his anxiety from prison returned and it caused him to pass out. And that's the explanation for why Eddie Kingston sold it like he died. You know, they had to get ahead of it. I think they were smart about it. It's kind of the same thing I thought they were going to try to say. You know, you got him and Moxley teaming back up again, which I think is cool. I'd love to see them tag. But then we got the Good Brothers and Don Callis and Kenny Omega come out, and they are just ripping into Eddie Kingston. They're calling him an idiot. They're making fun of him. They're saying everybody's stupid. You know, someone makes a joke about how it was Impact who probably paid for the explosion, which is why the explosions were so shitty. Which with Don Callis there, I thought that was fucking incredible. next thing you know, they give
Dixie Carter.
Yeah, Dixie Carter. They told Eddie Kingston he had 10 seconds to get out of the ring, or else they were gonna beat his ass. The countdown goes down again, the same one from Revolution. Kenny Omega lays down on the ground and tells Don Callis, 69 me, 69 me, Don, 69 me, Don. You gotta save me. You gotta save me. So they're totally making fun of the whole situation. So nothing happens. They make fun of Eddie some more. They start beating up Eddie. John Moxley runs out, tries to save the day. All this craziness is going on, and then we get Christian Cage with another countdown, which I thought was weird. They didn't just have Christian Cage just run out.
Yeah,
he just kind of walked out. Yeah, he just kind of walked out. Yeah, I don't really like that number.
Yeah, I need y'all to take the countdown off. Like, no, dude, don't. Yeah, just stop.
Yeah. But Christian Cage comes out, outwork everyone. He comes out, kind of gets into it with Kenny Omega. Looks like he's about to put Kenny Omega in the shit. What's his move? What the fuck is it? Son of a bitch. Anyways, it looks like he's about to put his finisher on Kenny Omega. Don Callis pulls him out because, of course, the heels look like idiots. You got to have the heels looking like idiots. And the baby faces look golden. Christian Cage picks up the AEW World Heavyweight belt, examines it. Looks like maybe we're going to be getting a Christian Cage Kenny Omega feud. I don't know. The kill switch. Yes.
Yeah, the kill switch.
Kill switch. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. What do you think about Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega? What do you think about this whole segment? I don't know. I thought this segment was great. It's the best way to recover like one of the worst things to happen on pay-per-view. The worst thing to happen on pay-per-view for AEW since they've started. So well, here, I want to get Jibril's thoughts before I go. Jibril, go ahead and tell me what's up.
So I'm all for this. I honestly never thought I would ever see Christian and Kenny in the same ring ever. So that shit was surreal to me. I was like, oh damn, what freaking, and the fact that like Christian is over here about to feud with Kenny, and then we got Edge over here feuding with the world champion. Like, I don't want Roman to lose at all, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think it's pretty dope. I like it. And what Aiden was saying, bro, like that's probably one of the best ways they could save this, because anything else, I don't think it would have worked. Like them making fun of everything happening, gold. I'm like, yeah, let's keep that going, because it made me like we get this quality stuff on Dynamite as a result, instead of people just like being, I guess caring about how much it sucked. Like just all right, let's use this, let's build off of this, let's move on, go forward. No, let's not just drag on it. So the way they did that, I thought was perfect. And then like countdown, I don't know why they love to count down so much, but yeah, I'm for this. And I think they're both Canadian too, right? Christian and
I think they're both Canadian. We got the Team Canada coming back. I think you made a really good point, Jibril, talking about how like they saved it, because we've seen what happened 2 years ago now with Hell in a Cell, which a lot of people,
Now
Hell
I
in a Cell.
remember.
And the way that what's up?
Remember that meme I showed you of the guy saying that finish was like going to heaven and seeing Jesus smoke sniffing heroin out the bag?
Yeah.
It was of that. It was because of that finish. And I remember.
Yeah.
I was remembering. I was like, oh, it was that finish. It was the one that made him
the way that ended,
angering me,
and the way fans reacted to that. And the way that WWE reacted by just not having Seth appear for the next Monday Night Raw is the exact opposite way to handle a situation like this, where the fans are not happy. Obviously, you guys aren't happy with the way things ended. How do you fix it? And I think Dynamite did the best thing. And obviously, they had more time. They had a couple more days before their next show to be able to fix it. But I think Dynamite did a really good job on like saving this storyline.
Fuck if I know.
Probably Vince.
Right?
Probably Vince.
For real.
Probably Vince.
Who do they think they are? I'm not racist.
Not racist.
Not racist.
I'll say this. I'm glad that this is the way they decided to move on. I think that it makes for honestly, for a very humorous way of moving on from this. But I don't think I'm a fan of wanting to see Christian Cage go for the title this fast. Especially
I
with the idea of like outwork everyone. I want to see Christian Cage go, through people like, obviously he's gonna have to go through like people like Hangman and like Jericho, because like work your way to there, because then it just turns into the like, okay, here's the big guy that we just grabbed from. Well, big guy in quotations, because let's be honest, Christian was never treated as how he should have been treated in WWE. He was never made to be the big deal that he was. Honestly, Christian Cage's run in TNA was bigger than a lot of the things that they had him do solo wise in WWE. And I want to see him kind of be like throw him like in the mid card or like upper mid card, and have him kind of go through it, and let's see what's go. Have him outwork everyone to kind of build up to that challenge, because I think that just putting him right off the bat, is kind of counterintuitive. But I will not lie here and say that I did not get goosebumps when he lifted that title and he looked at it. And I was like, boy, would that title look great on your hands. Yeah. That would look great on you. Yeah. Obviously, no way that they're going to have Kenny lose to Christian Cage. Like, no, I don't see that happening in 1,000 years. But I don't know, man.
Not yet. Not with the current storyline. Like, it wouldn't make sense. No.
But the thing is, like, who do we have next? Who do we have next to go up against? Against Kenny, other than just this newcomer who's in here? And obviously, I mean, let's be real, Aiden and I have, thrown it around there. Like, I'd love to see Sammy kind of do something here. Like,
bro, you read my mind. I swear to you, Sammy, I was about to say that.
Sammy is incredibly talented and a great worker. And I think that, even if you don't have him win the match, it would make for a great time. It would make for a great program. What do you think about that, Aiden?
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm for like these guys who haven't had the spotlight, or a lot of the lesser known names in wrestling coming up. But I think for Sammy first, I want to see him feud with Darby. Because him and Darby had a really good program at Revolution last year. It was probably the second best match of that whole card, other than Hangman Page and Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks, which was one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen. But that's my pick. I think Hangman Page. The storyline is right there from that Revolution on. Yeah. Everything that's been going on with BTE, everything going on with the Elite. Are the Bucks heels? Are they faces? That whole storyline with Kenny, the Bullet Club, everything there. It's all there. It's all laid out, with Kenny and Hangman's tag team, the way everything kind of like unfolded between them. Plus coming down to the bracket for the championship, which Kenny ultimately ended up winning. I think everything is there. Plus the storyline that he's got going on with Dark Order. I'd love to see because the Dark Order are so close to me. They are so close to being like so over. I would love to see like a Bullet Club versus Dark Order feud for a while.
Man,
I think that would really work. That would really work. Like you get the Dark Order versus the Good Brothers. You know what I mean? You get all these guys to come together. I don't know. I think that would be awesome.
Now I have a question. Because this just This just came back right up to my mind. Where the fuck is Kenta? Where's Kenta been? So like Kenta showed up that one time at Dynamite and hasn't been back.
Well, I think him and Moxley actually had their match. Because that was mainly to promote something for New Japan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think him and Moxley had the match, and I think Moxley retained.
Yeah. So then
I can't remember though. Okay, but it wasn't for Dynamite. It was mainly for something for New Japan.
New Japan. So that's why I was like immediately thinking. I was like, oh man, that would be so cool. Like if you had something with Kenta and then like Kenta and hell, maybe Kenta and Darby or Kenta and Omega. But yeah, if that was for New Japan, now I get what you're saying now.
That's the biggest question is like who's gonna beat Darby, especially with him and Sting teaming up.
Yeah, that's a
real question.
Because
I already told you my pick. I told you I want them to build up Jungle Boy.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think Jungle Boy would be an awesome TV champ.
Yeah,
I really do. This is something I thought of. I think what AEW needs is here's Doink the Clown now. I think what AEW needs is they need to get that second show on TV because the roster is getting bloated and we're starting to have points where like there's not enough time for everybody, which AEW was actually really good at for a while. And I think we're starting to lose grasp of that. And I think we need a third title. We need one that's like just a hair below the importance of the heavyweight championship and is more important than the TNT title. And I think something like that would be good for Christian Cage or Jungle Boy or whoever or MJF, whoever you want to have it,
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say because the TNT title. Sorry, I had to delete that comment. The TNT title isn't a mid card title. Let's be real here. That's not the mid card title. Like it's a hair below the mid card. What's it called? Hair above the mid card, but it's not specifically the mid card title. First of all, that second show will help out a lot. I think it helps out a lot with having to give everybody the enough TV time that they can get, because that's the sad realization in a lot of pro wrestling, especially when you have a 2-hour show, is that not everybody can get the TV time that they deserve.
Yep.
But especially right now, you need that third title because then you have people like Sammy, you have people like Jungle Boy, you have people like fucking what's it called?
Scorpio Sky.
Who are kind of just shuffling around right now. And they're doing some good feuds, but like they're kind of just shuffling around. And you need something for them to chase. But obviously, you can't build them up to like lose to what's it called to Darby right now, because that kind of takes off a little bit off the momentum that you'd be building off with these guys. What were you gonna say, Jibril?
We got a third title, the FTW, the most prestigious title on AEW right now.
Oh my god.
Jeez, man. I hope they make a replica of that. I'd buy it.
Same.
Yeah.
For real.
I want the fucking replica of that AEW title, man. That shit looks so good. Anyways.
So nice. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
Also, this is like kind of really, really off topic. I'm just thinking about New Japan's titles because they're freaking beautiful. Yeah. But I just discovered Jack White recently.
Jay White?
Ooh.
Jay White. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Jay White.
Bro. Jay White, bro.
This man is
a beast.
Next level, bro. Promo skills, wrestling skills.
Yep.
Man, I was blown away, bro. I was like watching this dude for like an hour. I was like, this man is amazing.
Yeah. Because there was a rumor his contract was up for a while with New Japan. And there was a rumor because WWE was like ready to throw out some big money to get him to come in. And so was AEW. Jack White. But I would have loved to see, even though I've said it, the roster's a little bloated. If Jay White came over to AEW, he's one of those guys who like instantly climbs up to heavyweight championship level. Like I could see him with a run with the title for a while.
Yeah. But
personally, as much as I love all the people who've held the title, I think Moxley held it for a little bit longer than I would have liked. I think that we need more color holding the title right now, man. You know what I mean? Like it's been 3 white dudes so far who've held the title. So I'd like to see, as much as I want Hangman to be the next guy, I want to see more people like Scorpio Sky getting over. I want to see Private Party hold, the tag titles one day. I want to see Lucha Bros. I want to see these things. So
Penta, bro. Penta Zero, bro.
Yes, sir.
Those one of the best fights of Revolution, man. Those last 10 minutes of that freaking Battle Royal, whatever that was.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. I think that you can do something with that. But like also the thing in me that's so like what's it called that it's finding like so much satisfaction in this is that we haven't had that many champions. Like we've only had 3 champions so far.
Which I appreciate because to me
lying.
championship should be like sacred. Yeah, it's only been 3 people.
Oh, damn. You know what? I like that. I do.
Jericho.
And there's only been
Moxley,
3 people to hold the TV title too. So
yeah.
So like because like of course if we were talking about any other company, we've already be like on our 5th or 6th champion by now.
Yeah.
But like I like the fact that these titles are being held more, and it does kind of build that suspense of like, okay, who like of course not the suspense that you're keeping it on them for like a long ass time because that gets tiresome as well. Yep. But like just that right amount of suspense that you're like, okay, who's gonna take the title? Okay, who's
We're
the one
2 years
to take
in,
it?
and there's only been 3 people with the title. And I think that's an awesome move, dude.
Yeah. So I will see what's up, man. Because I mean now like let's talk. Let's go into like one of the big segments. Because I have a feeling that if it's not Christian Cage, I think we're seeing a feud with MJF. I think because so like of course the Inner Circle, what's it called? Had somebody turn against them. MJF turned against the Inner Circle, creates his own stable. And by the way, these dudes together just look so badass. But
this stable's awesome, dude.
Yeah, take it away, Aiden. Take it away.
So we had obviously with the fallout of Revolution, MJF, Chris Jericho did not get the titles. We had the whole promo backstage where they talked about there was going to be like a war council or something. I love that like all the shit between like the Inner Circle is like all high and mighty. It's like the debate, the war council, like all these like crazy things, like they're the most important people in the company. They decided they needed to have like a get together. They needed to figure out who needed to leave the Inner Circle or who's going to join the Inner Circle. MJF, essentially is like Chris Jericho needs to go, and it looks as though MJF has Santana and Ortiz and everybody with him ready to jump Jericho, and then they switch. They get with Jericho, and they're like, "You idiots, do you think that we really don't talk together about things?" Which I love because the baby faces look smart. They don't look like idiots, which is something good that WWE does a lot, where the baby faces just look fucking dumb. And I really don't like it. The heels have to be the idiots. Come on, guys. We know this. It's black and white. But then again, MJF switches it back, brings out, we've got Tully here. We've got Sean Spears, Wardlow, FTR, everybody. They throw the Inner Circle through the side of the stage, just like last year. Man, this was awesome, dude. This is what I've been wanting the whole time. MJF, to me, is probably the greatest heel in modern day wrestling. The dude's promo skills are unmatched. Not necessarily the biggest fan of him in ring, just because that style of wrestling is not my favorite. But, dude's still a great worker.
This man is like early Orton heel vibes, bro. Like that, like despicable... God, I can't stand looking at you. You fucking piss me off the moment I speak your name type of deal.
Yeah. I mean, this dude came after Bret Hart, man. Like, come on, brother. What's wrong with you? But, this is awesome. This is awesome, dude. Jibril.
Yeah.
What do you think about all of it?
I'm down, man. Because, like, all I can ever think about when it comes to Inner Circle is that was, like, besides their whole match they did with the Elite / Matt Hardy, I think it was last year. They haven't really faced another stable. It's just been them. And when they were going against John Moxley, they were just beating on old dude. Like nobody was there to defend them. So I'm like, this is probably the first group that is like a threat to them, like an actual threat. And so, and with MJF, like, man, I love him as a heel. I think the first time I saw him was during the promotion for AEW, before he was even like Dynamite wasn't a thing. They were just doing pay-per-views. And he was on the mic, and he was in character, like at this interview that they were doing. He just stayed in character, and I was like, "Damn, this dude's pretty good."
Yeah.
And so I knew he was gonna turn, but to turn and then have his own stable, I was like, "Damn, MJF been working behind the scenes," and like, to see that, bro, I was hyped. Like, I'm very excited for this, and to see the Inner Circle vulnerable for the first time, and like. I don't know when. Like,
Now
man,
baby faces, man.
Yep. Now baby faces. That shit's, bro. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
I'm so hyped, dude. That was my favorite segment of the night for AEW Dynamite. I love how all those men just look together. Like you see them and what's it called? I think he said, I think do they have an official stable name?
I don't know.
Because on the recap, the outer circle, on the recap, it says what's it called?
The Burberry Boys,
the Godfathers.
Oh, the Godfathers. See, I feel like that would be sick. I don't know what their name is. All I know is I'm down for this, dude.
Yeah.
I was about to.
I'm sorry, MJ. It says MJF's Horsemen.
The Horsemen. Yeah.
Horsemen.
Yeah, I mean, you got Tully there, baby. Man, it all comes full circle, dude.
But yeah, dude, I really like that. I really like that segment. Yeah, I mean, a couple of other things are pretty good. I mean, throughout the show, but like, those were the only things that really caught my eye. I did want to ask something. I was reading on this recap and I was like, okay, so now that kind of made sense. Lee Johnson tweaked his knee, didn't he? On that spot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm reading this recap and I was looking at that video and I was watching it earlier in the week. And I saw it. I was like, yeah, apparently he did tweak his knee a little bit when he was going up against what they called Ethan Page.
Oh,
damn. Well, that sucks.
Obviously, I think he's good now, but I was like, yeah, that's what it looked. I was like, ooh, that looked kind of like, ooh, not good for me. It's like that looked a little dangerous, but yeah.
That sucks. But
oh, sorry. What's up, Aiden?
I was just gonna say on the MJF thing, it really just goes to show you how much long-term booking matters and how good it can be done when done correctly, instead of changing your mind every 2 days on the way the story's going to go. Because everything the way that it was played out, it was something that like to some level I had expected to come, but the way that they do everything, the way that they write everything, it just feels so organic. Like nothing feels like, oh, we need a new feud. So like, let's just write this into happening. Like, let's put a random heel turn here, and as we'll get into later, it seems like we've got Scorpio Sky kind of taking a darker turn as well. But like everything in the storylines makes sense, with Scorpio Sky. The dude has been this close so many times. He was like the first guy to feud with Jericho for the title. He didn't capitalize on that, losing. SCU losing to Kenny Omega and Adam Page, him now losing again to Darby Allin. Like everything matters when it comes to long-term booking, dude.
Yeah, that's why I feel like this isn't gonna be when you're talking about this like long-term booking. That's why I don't think that this is the last time we're gonna see Scorpio Sky and Darby Allin.
No, not at all.
No, because especially when you saw what's it called when Darby's trying to shake his hand. And he tries to like snap his ankle. So like, I think that we're going to see what's it called Scorpio. I think this is our feud for the TNT title. I think we're going to move into this Scorpio Sky and Darby. But if there's anything else kind of being left out of AEW before we jump into WWE, because, we're looking about going into
nothing
a
other
long
than
episode here.
Adam Page looking like $1 million with the Dark Order, spending Matt Hardy's money. I love it.
Oh man,
I love that. You see little Brody there chilling with Hangman, getting ice cream. I love the way that they have repackaged the Dark Order, because they were just not working for people, and now they're there, man. Like I gotta get Dark Order merch, dude. I got my Brody Lee shirt, but I gotta get some more.
Yeah. I also love the way that they're purposeful to storytelling. Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta say, I just love the way that they're just just getting little Brody involved. I like that.
Speaking of Brody, he should be the first guy to be AEW's first Hall of Fame inductee. I feel like
I agree. 100.
Yeah, 100% agree with that, bro. So let's go ahead and move on to Raw. I mean to WWE. We're gonna do some like quick kind of stuff with WWE. Go through some of the stuff. So I think this is the one that I've got two things to say about NXT, because I'm gonna because I know we're gonna go into a big talk about Bobby Lashley and Raw. So I'm just gonna say a couple of things about NXT, so we can get that out of the way. Love that Shotzi and Ember Moon are tag champions.
Bro. Yes, man. Thank you.
Beautiful match, bro.
God, bro.
I love that. And 2, let me tell you something about Karrion Kross versus Finn Balor. I am ready for that. I loved that moment when Finn is just standing there, title. Karrion is in back of Finn, and you just hear Finn say, "It took you long enough." I was like, oh, baby, we are getting ready for this. I am ready for this. I can't wait for the next takeover. I think Karrion's going to beat Finn. I think Finn is done with that title. We're moving on to Finn, to Karrion getting it back. But holy crap, dude, I am so excited for this match. There's just a lot of things I've been doing with Finn going back to NXT that I'm liking. And of course, Adam Cole looks like Adam Cole and Roddy are going to be the ones who are probably going to start doing their feud. But because of course, I think Kyle O'Reilly is injured actually. Kyle O'Reilly got injured. Yeah. So, but dude, I was just so hyped to see just finally Karrion confront Finn, and that's what we're gonna get. What did you think, Jibril?
I was hyped, bro. The way he did it was perfect. Cause I know the feud with Adam Cole and everything was happening, and I was like, I'm like, damn, like Karrion never lost his title. He never lost it. So I was just wondering when he was gonna get a shot. He honestly could have just came back and was like, I want a shot, but he didn't. He started doing these matches with all these other people before he even got a shot, which I'm cool with. Even though he deserves it, his shot, because he never lost it. The fact that he was like, nah, I'm still gonna wreak havoc amongst like all these people before I get to the title was still cool with me. I was like, dang, he's not looking for a handout. He's like, nah, I'll wrestle all these people before I get back to Finn. That's cool with me. And it was just a matter of time, TikTok. So I was like, damn. And so when Finn turned around, and was like, yo, I've been waiting for you. Let's get this smoke. And just Karrion was like, TikTok. I was like, let's go, man. Let's get it. This I never seen this before. I need it though. I need it in my life. Finn versus Karrion Kross. I'm ready.
Yep. By the way, just you could not choose a better name for Takeover. Stand and Deliver. Shout out to one of the most inspirational films that kind of molded my identity as a Latino in this country. Stand and Deliver with Edward James Olmos. But NXT Takeover, Stand and Deliver. It's gonna be a 2-night thing as well. So obviously,
WrestleMania weekend.
No, Stand and Deliver night 1 is April 7th on the Wednesday, and I'm guessing night 2 is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, it says it Thursday, April 8th.
Yeah. So the first one,
it's still like the lead up to Mania weekend. So I guess it's during the week.
Night 1 is live on the USA Network. It's on USA Network, but night 2 is live on Peacock. So, by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, you haven't heard the news, WWE Network is moving to Peacock. So right now, actually, $2.50 for 4 months are up on Peacock. So you pay $10 for 4 months of Peacock with WWE Network, and that's for the premium with no ads. So
that's a good deal.
It's a really good deal. Yeah, thank you to the patrons. That's how we have Peacock right now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, but that's all I wanted to bring up from NXT. I don't know if you catch up with NXT, Aiden, but
I didn't get the chance to watch NXT, but hearing about all that sounds pretty dope. My thing is just like, where do we move forward with Finn after this feud if he doesn't retain? Because I feel bad for the way Finn got done, because they really booked him badly towards the end of his run on like the main roster with the way that they buried him with the Fiend. So, which again was like a really good way to put the Fiend over, but damn,
at the expense of Finn, bro.
At the expense of Finn, dude, like that it really sucks. But I'd like to see him get back in there.
That's why
maybe go with the feud with Bobby Lashley or something. I feel like that might be a lot of fun to watch those two go at it. But I don't know, man.
That's why it should have been the Demon versus the Fiend.
Yeah,
because you can say that the Demon. You can say that like, okay, the Demon is gone. Like that's it. Like the Demon was the one who lost. It wasn't Finn Balor who lost. the demon can be the one who gets put away, but Finn Balor is still Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And I think that was a major fuck up. And it's like either way, even though like it establishes the Fiend really well, and like we had the Fiend like come out and get his win, but it does it at the expense of kind of fucking up a lot of the momentum you had for Finn. And
you think it's because Vince likes the Fiend more? I mean, likes the Demon more than Finn Balor himself. That's why he didn't book it that way. Because I don't like know. He liked him.
I think at the time it was actually like an injury. I think Finn might have had an injury, and they were looking for a way to write him off TV. But like they just wrote like he just disappeared from main roster, just showed up on NXT. People were like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. But even that to me, like at the time, like as much as we want to say like, "Oh, WWE doesn't care about AEW," they obviously care about AEW because AEW beats them every fucking week in the ratings.
Yeah,
versus NXT, which is let's just say if NXT had been doing better numbers, they would not be getting moved right now back to Tuesdays for fucking hockey. So let's be real here. They're noticing, and I think Finn Balor coming into NXT was a whole like, look what we got, guys. But like, it didn't really add too much, other than the fact that like us marks now get to be like, oh hell yeah, we're gonna watch Finn do his fucking thing. He doesn't have to get cuffed by what's going on with the main roster stuff. So I
will say though, NXT has miles better booking than the main roster ever does. And I mean, looking at Io Shirai, what they're doing with Io Shirai, like, you know, of course, like we're still out here like, well, who's gonna be the one who beats Io Shirai? But still, you know, we've got great things going on with NXT, but like
NXT is always crushes it, dude.
Always.
If you're not watching NXT, that's the one. You know, I didn't get the chance to see. But like,
really
if you're watching Raw, which we'll get into over NXT, you're doing something wrong, baby. You're doing something wrong.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into this. When I just heard my camera, turn off on me and turn back on. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. You're good.
Sorry about that. I don't know how that happened. If you haven't been catching up, we haven't been here to actually give us your thoughts, give our thoughts. But at the end of Elimination Chamber, Drew, won, right? Yeah. But Drew got beat down by Lashley, and out came The Miz with his with his Money in the Bank briefcase, successfully cashed in. Next night on Raw is talking about how like apparently there's a deal made that he needs to give Bobby his title shot, and like he gives him a time to accept it. Match gets set up for next week on Raw. So really, Miz was champion for like a couple of days, like a week, right? He loses it on the week before this week. So like last Monday, he loses it to Bobby. And then this Monday, he had a rematch, and he still lost to Bobby. First thing I want to say is that, like, and I think that Jibril's going to have more to say on this, because Jibril said something to me off air that was like, it was something that to me, I was like, yeah, you have a point there. But I can't lie and say that title does not look good around Bobby Lashley's waist. I just, like, Bobby, no matter how many times I've called him Trashly before, like,
sorry.
Yeah. No matter how many times I've called him Trashly before, he has always, to me, shown how passionate he is for this sport, and how much he's willing to put of his time in life for this sport. And because of that, I always felt that like Bobby could be more than what he was made to be. And I'm glad that he's champion, because first of all, it's always great to see a black man win in this company that's really racist company. But of course, it has to be a strong black guy. It doesn't have to be like, you know, a lean built black guy. It's always like, you know, Kofi was the exception to the rule, right? But the only other black guys.
We'll see how they fucking treated him. So.
Yeah. So we'll see how they go with Bobby. But I'll say this, you know, I'm skeptical because I want to see what they'll do with him. But I can't lie and say that I don't like the way this looks. I like the fact that Bobby Lashley right now, that we kind of went with a little bit of a swerve per se, to quote Vince Russo. But Aiden, before I let Jibril kind of take more of it, Aiden, what did you think about Bobby winning it?
Bobby winning, it's pretty awesome, especially because I didn't need to see the fucking Miz hold the title, dude. At all. Like, I get that you wanted him for a transitional champion, but good lord,
Yeah.
I don't need to see the Miz holding the fucking title in 2021. The main title. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. No one wanted it. Sorry if you're a Miz stan. Who gives a shit? I if you can't tell, I don't like the Miz at all.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad that it was a squash match. Like, I'm glad that like Bobby like absolutely eviscerated the Miz. But you know, for this week's Raw, it's just like, why did we have to see them go at it again?
Yeah.
Stupid. But you know, the long-term booking, baby.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm happy for Bobby, like this dude who like gives it all for wrestling in an industry that like just never seemingly gave a shit about him. I'm glad that it's finally his time.
Yeah. Now, of course, Jibril, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the best way to say it is I was psyched that he won. I was skeptical. I didn't think he was gonna get the title. I'll be honest. Like, it's not something I'm used to seeing. This man came close probably like once. Like, I'll just say it like this: the last time he was almost in the title run, he defeated Roman Reigns clean at a pay-per-view, and then the next week they had him lose to Roman on Raw, and then he was out of the title picture. So I was like, okay, well, no one really cares about Bobby. You know, yes, he has the stature and he, you know, great physique. He's amazing. You know, when it comes to like performing. But it was like no one cared to put the title on unless it was the Intercontinental United States. And I was like, okay, cool, I guess. So I never saw him getting the title for this last run that he might have in WWE, because I think after this it's probably done. Maybe he'll go somewhere else, but I don't want him to like spend like, I guess, the rest of his time in WWE and then like nothing. But whenever, you know, Miz did the thing, the whole thing with the Miz was like, bro, I didn't see it coming for sure, but like I could have been without it. I don't care too much for the Miz having the title. Only thing I was happy about is that the Money in the Bank did something, because it was pointless for the entire year pretty much. Like the whole thing with Otis, I wasn't with. I could care less about it. I hated it. I thought they were going to go a different route, giving Otis the bank, and then they just took it from him. So like, all right, F it, whatever.
You know what would have been good? If they had set up something like the Raw before Elimination Chamber, that like Bobby maybe was going to come in, or like Miz was going to get someone to come in and help. But like then like they had set up the fact that like if they win, then like Bobby wants a title shot at the next champion or something. Or maybe they could have set up where like Bobby and Drew were going to have a feud or something. Like Bobby was next up for a championship, like a champion shot whenever he wanted. As soon as Miz got it, immediately have Bobby just start beating up Miz. And then he wins at the end of Elimination Chamber. That would have been a million times better.
Damn, that sure would have. Because they did all of it
Vince.
in the pay-per-view, right?
I'm right here. What's up?
They did all that in the pay-per-view. Like there was no lead up to like
there was
MVP
no lead up to Bobby
with
coming out and beating up
right
Drew or anything. Yeah. It was just Bobby came up, beat up Drew, and then walked off, and then Miz came out and then cashed in, and that was how it ended. And then on Raw we get told that Bobby and Miz had something, but it was like, but how were we supposed to know? Because it was random to seeing Bobby come in there and just beat him up.
It's a simple use of a minute shot of just MVP going to Miz's locker room and knocking on that door and going in. It's something as ominous as that. It's just easy as that.
And the funniest part, bro, I don't remember seeing that shit. Like when I watched the pay-per-view, I didn't see that at all. So when Miz cashed in, I was like,
wait, what? You cashed in?
I was like, okay, cool. And then, Bobby, when Bobby came out, I was hella confused. I was like, why are you mad at Drew? This man got nothing to do with you. You just trying to have a match. Yeah. So I was hella confused, man. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
So just a quick minute, and they're like, all right, this is gonna solve everything, and then we'll explain tomorrow after the fact. I was like, all right. I guess it's the simple way of saying it. I'm happy that he has the title, but I didn't want him to win it like this. I did not want him to win the title like this.
Would have been nice to have him do it at WrestleMania with that WrestleMania moment, because guys, if you haven't noticed, there are tickets being sold for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I saw,
there will be a crowd at WrestleMania. As much as we shouldn't be doing that, there will be a crowd at WrestleMania. So it would have been nice to have that happen.
The way AEW does it, I don't really see an issue because AEW has it where like and a party buy your section, and there's only I think 50 people max in that whole building that can be there, and you have to wear your mask the entire time unless you're eating food, which is still stupid, but
yeah. So like there's a couple of the one thing else that I kind of wanted to bring up was that I really liked from because I'm gonna start going into some of my gripes from Raw, but the other thing I liked
the whole show,
I have to bring this
all
up.
3 hours.
I have to bring this up because she killed it. She killed it on that promo.
Oh
yeah. It wasn't even Raw. It was Raw talk. Peyton Royce delivering. We're in March, and already she's kind of delivering one of the promo of the year so far for me, because God damn, what a promo! What a promo from Peyton Royce, talking about how, first of all, one of the lines that absolutely stood out to me, she's looking into the camera and she goes, "My potential haunts me," and I was like, "Oh my God!" And how she feels like she does her work better than everybody else in that ring, and she wants Asuka, and she wants to face Asuka. Of course, let's be real, we're not going to see Peyton Royce versus Asuka at WrestleMania. That's not to Vince. That's not a headline worthy.
I'd like that.
I want that. I want that. Let's be real. In the mind of Vince, in the mind of Vince, that's not a headline worthy WrestleMania match. You're gonna probably get Charlotte in there, but I just that what's it called? That promo was amazing. It was beautiful. I love how Peyton gets so emotional talking about it in there, and how she still kind of ends with that heel kind of a look and being like, "My patience has been running empty, so just do it. Give me Asuka." And I was like, "Oh, I'm ready for this." What did you guys think about that?
Awesome.
I watched it. Go ahead.
You go first. Oh, my ring light just went out. You go first, Jibril, while I figure this shit out.
Gotcha. I watched it when we were talking about before the show, and man, that was like just so genuine and honest and like straight to the point. I was like, man, like I wish we got more of this from these wrestlers, bro, because like whenever they can speak their mind, like it's amazing. And that's one thing I love about AEW, because a lot of them are being themselves and they don't have to like just be constrained to these lines and these writings that they have for them. And so that's why Raw Talk has been like something I didn't pay attention to this one, but like lately, even with Mustafa and others who talk on Raw Talk, they are like being themselves. And I'm like, why can't we do this for the whole show? Why does it have to be on Raw Talk that we can hear this? Like, why? Because the rest of it is garbage. Like when we watch it, but we get to get this side of them only on Raw Talk. And I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, I love it. Like I'm glad I'm get to hear it, but I'm like, man, why can't we like channel that for this show? But Peyton Royce killed it, man. And I know she can do well. Like, I don't know if you know, but she won this fitness competition last year while she was working in WWE. I saw her YouTube channel on it, and I was like, damn, like this girl really like has that drive to do whatever she wants to do. So her and Asuka, bro, give me that match. I don't want to see Charlotte and Asuka again. I just don't. I have no desire to see that.
I'm done with that. I'm done with Charlotte and Asuka. I'm done with Sasha and Asuka. I'm done with Becky and Asuka. I'm done with like all, not to say that those women can't work, because those women work super hard, and a lot of them are incredible on the mic. Like they have the entire package. It's just the fact that they're the only ones getting the spotlight. You know what I mean? Like you go down the card, you've got Peyton Royce, you know what I mean? You've got people like Ember Moon, you know what I mean? You've got all these women that are amazing and have so much talent. Nikki Cross, you've got Alexa, even Alexa. Alexa's kind of like dropped off for a while. You've got all these people.
I've got something big. I've got a big gripe with that Alexa stuff, and I'm going to talk about it. I just need y'all to finish here.
Yeah, we'll get into all that stuff. Raw was atrocious. It just sucks that Vince is so stuck in his mindset on like the people that he views as stars, and like no one else can break out. And if they dare to get over on their own, then like we're gonna go punish them for it. A la Kofi. All that kind of stuff sucks. I'm not the biggest like Iconics fan, but Peyton Royce is an awesome worker. I'd love to see her get the chance, dude, but they just won't.
No. So here we go. One of my big gripes, and it's been my big gripe for the last couple of weeks that we've been on Raw. And honestly, this is the big one that if I could just talk about this, I'm good with not discussing what's left of Raw and going straight to SmackDown so we can finish.
Yeah, we don't have to just make it a hate on show because.
But here, let's. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm gonna go ahead and look at it. How many damn times you need that damn goo to come out of his mouth for the ring to go on fire, for some magical crap to happen, and not have the Fiend show up? I am getting so tired of having to wait for this Fiend to show up. We're talking about long-term booking, but this is just too much, bro. It is getting so annoying week after week to get the same predictable crap with Randy Orton and Alexa. Change it up. Have the Fiend show up, or just wait until the last couple of weeks of WrestleMania to start building up this match, because this is taking way too much damn time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
don't
really
know much cool in the beginning, but now
it was cool in the beginning. Now I'm literally just sitting on my hands and waiting for the Alexa and Randy segment to happen.
Yeah, and it sucks too because like I feel like I know WWE won't do like intergender matches, but I think if you had put on Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton for an intergender match, that would have been something really cool to watch.
And even if you don't want to say like, oh, it's because it's a woman, like explain that it's the Fiend possessing Alexa.
And obviously in the storyline, the Fiend is going to go over.
Yeah.
So you just have Alexa win.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
I'm just getting so tired of every week the same crap with this, bro. And it's like it just absolutely like it doesn't surprise me anymore. Like it doesn't. I'm like, okay.
You know what I'm getting tired of?
I'm just eventually just waiting for the Fiend to show up and the challenge to be made. We get the WrestleMania match, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of, as much as I love the Fiend, white people stop wearing dreadlocks. That shit ain't for you, baby.
Yeah, bro. Let's
for you, baby. It's not for you, baby.
Man,
don't do it. Stop it. Get some help.
I was watching
fingers.
Man, I was watching some of those old, like WWE Top 10 playlist things. I saw this video of 1992 British Bulldog coming out with Brady.
I knew you were gonna say British Bulldog. I knew you were gonna say British Bulldog with the fucking cornrows.
Yo, who in the back thought it was a good idea to put cornrows on British Bulldog?
Was it his match with Bret Hart?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it Survivor? I think it was Survivor.
No, it was SummerSlam. SummerSlam 92.
Yeah, SummerSlam 92. Oh, brother.
God. I was like,
Bret Hart had to save that match. Oh my.
No, sir. No, sir. Oh my God.
Hey, white people, flat it or curl it. That's all you can do. Yeah. Flatten it or curl it. That's you, baby. That's all you.
That was it with Raw. That's the one gripe that I don't have to go into why I think that Charlotte going after Asuka is going to be dumb, and I don't want to see that again.
Stupid. Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon look like idiots.
Oh God, bro.
Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in a no disqualification match get a double KO and no one wins. Are you serious? And it just goes on and on. I'm done. We don't need to talk about Raw.
It makes me physically. It physically angers me. That's the thing.
I'm sick in the way they book this show, dude.
Yeah.
No. Does anybody have a clue about what wrestling is? I think there's only like 4 matches on a 3-hour show, and you have 4 matches.
3 hours.
Yeah. Stop.
What is
going on here?
I liked how we opened SmackDown. I loved what we did. I'm on the train with Aiden here. I'm kind of warming up to this Edge and Roman thing. I'm kind of warming up to it. But now that you include Brian in it.
Include Brian, bro.
And how he's like, Edge is like, like how I think, like he ends it with like, you're better than that, and like better than you, and I'm like, oh, ooh. I was like, yo, hold on, Edge, hold on, move back, bro, because like Brian, I love Edge. Edge is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But if you can sit down on there and tell me that wrestling skills, purely wrestling skills, that Edge is on the same playing field as Daniel Bryan, we're gonna have a long talk, a nice long discussion about how really wrong you are about that. But this is shaping up to be something. I'm really kind of first of all, I'm really looking forward to Fastlane with Bryan and Roman, because if you remember, a long time ago, Fastlane 2015, I think, it was Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan at Fastlane, and it was a great match. Ooh, love that match. It was one of my favorite matches of the year.
Agreed. It was like, I just want to talk about it a little bit because they reshared it on WWE on Instagram, and man, Mustafa, KO, and Daniel Bryan put on probably one of the best matches like that year. Like it was insane. Like the bumps that was taken, the falls, bro. Oh, gosh,
I remember watching that amazing show, and I was like, "Damn, dude, this ain't even a pay-per-view." And it's
right,
yeah, bro. Yeah, which, by the way, that's one of the big problems with WWE is that you have these matches that are pay-per-view worthy, and you have them on your main fucking television show.
I'm just, this has nothing to do with the show, but I'm thinking about it now. I would love to see like a feud with like Mustafa Ali and like Roman, like just to be like, you know, like we're both brown men, but because of like my heritage, you know, I'm viewed as less than what you are. You know, you're the big dog. You know what I mean? But I'm, you know, and say something that's like accurate to like who Mustafa is. You know, something that comes from the heart, because Mustafa's amazing with promos. Because I think the work that those two could put on in a feud together would be awesome. Because like, you know, Dwayne and I have talked about it where like people say like he's a heel right now. He's not a heel. You view him as a heel because you're a racist. You know what I mean? You don't understand. That's the problem. Everything he's saying is right. He's 100% correct in everything he's saying. You're just racist straight white men, and you think he's a heel.
He's fucking not a heel. I'm just saying. Like his group is the one that acts like a heel, coming down and beating on people. You know what's it called, like that. But the words that are coming out of Mustafa.
They're all right.
All right.
No, right. Like,
Homie has not spoke any lies at all.
And I want to see so bad that tweet that he put out. Mustafa Ali coming out as the United States champion with "I'm the Real American" playing in the background. That would be so fucking cool. With the Retribution gear with like yellow and red for like that night only. Oh my God, man. That would be awesome. Damn it, dude. Send that man to AEW, please, Lord. Give him a run. Give him a run, please.
Yeah. I'm liking what we're doing here with Edge and Roman, and having somehow Bryan get some sort of play in here. I think we're gonna see what's up. You know, obviously it ended with the contract signing. I really like. When you give Daniel Bryan these type of matches and these type of feuds, like it really shows how Bryan can, like, I'm telling you, man, when he was on that episode of Talking Smack or whatever it's called, with Heyman, and he told Heyman that you don't understand how it feels to work with somebody who actually loves to wrestle. And I was like, oh damn. I was like, yo, chill, man. I was like, you didn't have to burn the man. You didn't have to burn Roman like that. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Roman does love to wrestle, but like, god damn, bro.
I think that was like a Roman and a Lesnar kind of like,
like more so Lesnar probably, but like obviously the last person that he meant that he talked about who, like, you know, obviously loved to wrestle was Punk, but like, god damn, like I'm loving to see. I'm loving what we're doing here. Yeah, we don't remember. Ryback and Cesaro were also Paul Heyman guys. That's right. But I think that we'll have to see how fast.
Cesaro is the Paul Heyman guy?
Cesaro was a Paul Heyman guy. You don't remember that?
What? I didn't know that. No.
No, you don't remember? Damn, dude. Go back and search.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
That it was like a little stint and it went away real quick
Mhm.
because they don't know how to handle. They don't know how to work with Cesaro when Cesaro.
I mean, I think the best
Oh.
Paul Heyman guy has been Roman so far. Like, no lie, I think he's
Yeah.
probably been the best.
Yeah, man.
But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think Paul Heyman needs to be with Roman anymore. I think Roman is 100% doing his own thing. To me, it's just like funny because it's like I view Heyman as like, oh, he's like the lawyer. Like he makes sure everything like financially gets done, but Roman's just like here to like wreck shit. You know what I mean? Like Heyman's the cleanup guy, but Roman just goes out there, does whatever he wants.
I also just love that Heyman is just there to like embrace the curiosity of Roman. So like that time when he was just like, "Why are you playing games with me?" and you just see Heyman go. It's like I love Roman. I love Heyman just simply being the example of how scary Roman is.
Roman punking Paul, man, is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Love to see it.
Love it, dude. I'm loving this.
This feud looks dope, dude. I hope we get a triple threat, honestly, for Mania. I think that'd be sick.
What I want.
Between Bryan and Edge and Roman, triple threat match. I think that's also like the best way to like save Edge too, because I don't want Edge to go over. I've said this before. I don't want Edge to win. I don't really want Bryan to win either. To be honest, I think Roman just needs to keep continuing on because he's been killing it.
Yeah, and then like you have a really possible, you could branch out with a pretty damn good program of Bryan and Edge.
Oh man,
like I was telling you earlier, like those are two people who were both like almost could never wrestle again, and they were both able to come back, so like they can understand each other, but at the same time it's like, I deserve to be here. Not saying Edge doesn't, but like Bryan been grinding ever since he got back, man. So like for Edge to just come on and like get the, I can see why like Bryan is like, hey man, hold up, this is like I've been grinding, like let me get a shot or whatever. So yeah, those two with their own feud, man, that'd be good. Some good back and forth too.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we've got one last piece of news here that we've got. We had some news for the news hour here that we do. Molly Holly is going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of
Not
Fame.
the Hollywood.
So she's the first one who has been announced. Let me tell you something. Apparently, the Hall of Fame this year is going to be both 2020s and 2021's class being inducted. Because obviously last year's induction didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yo, the Hall of Fame is gonna be long as shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That Hall of Fame is gonna be long as shit. Yeah, no, I ain't watching that shit, bro. Also, I'm really happy for Molly Holly. Obviously, she was a really big part of the Attitude Era and just how big, point that she was as a woman wrestler at that time. I have one thing is I was seeing it kind of go around. Do not induct Taker this year. No. You wait for 2023. When WrestleMania is in Dallas, Texas, and you induct Undertaker into the Hall of Fame.
And we're actually there.
I think we all need to be. We all are 100% going to have to go to that WrestleMania.
If I don't have a vaccine in my arm by 2023, that's the government's fault.
Get you one. We'll get you one.
That's the government's fault. Let's be real here. But yeah, I'm really happy for Molly Holly. I watched that little segment in the bump where they were like shedding, and I was like, it's really nice to know that she's gonna get inducted because she's kind of somebody who gets get left off from some of those pioneering women from the Attitude Era, who honestly, I'm gonna say it right now, Molly Holly in the ring was a lot better than a lot of the women from the Attitude Era. No disrespect to those women. But like Molly Holly could bring it.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows how much that era like disrespected women. Like as much as we talk about how cool the Attitude Era was, like a lot of those segments are super sexist, misogynistic, even down to like the style, the way that they made the women wrestle, like pulling hair and like all these kind of things that just like really don't fly by this. Whenever you think, again, and to go back to the women that, I'm kind of shitting on a little bit because they're the only ones in the spotlight, but you got Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Bayley, Asuka, Charlotte. Like you've got all these dope women. Even going over to AEW, you got Britt Baker. You know what I mean? You've got Riho. You know, you've got all these women who are just crushing it these days. You know, it sucks the way that they portrayed it back then, but you know, I think every champion deserves to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. So I'm glad she's getting her chance.
Yep. What'd you think, Jibril?
Yeah, I'm hyped for it. I didn't watch too much of Molly Holly, honestly, but I did like watch clips recently, and I just saw like how great of a person she was, a wrestler. And yeah, I'm always excited when somebody from that era gets inducted, and especially like someone for her, because she was in one of the Royal Rumbles, the women's Royal Rumbles, and just seeing her then too is like pretty dope. Yeah, I'm hyped for it.
I'm hyped for it. All right, Ben. That's been today's episode, this week's episode of High Flyer Radio, and as always, it's been a fun time. I'm glad that we were able to do this. We were able to get here together. It's funny, like usually, like Jibril and I, we go pretty long. It looks like today we went long again. We almost did an hour and a half. And Jibril has to be out of here. You said he was available from 1 to 3.
Yeah,
and
fine, bro.
Yeah, it's all right. Like 5 minutes late.
They'd be good, bro. Well, I have a question though, man. Do you think
those damn kids, right?
Fuck them kids, bro. Fuck them kids. Do you think they'll be able? Do you think they'll induct Luke Harper, even though he's AEW?
I hope. If they don't, it really just shows how much of a fucking asshole.
Yeah, 100.
I don't think he's going to get inducted, but I think they're going to give him the Warrior Award.
Okay.
I think they're going to give him the Warrior Award. In my mind, I want them to induct Luke Harper, and I want them to do it so bad. I have a feeling they're going to give him the Warrior Award. Which, by the way, you guys have not been using the Warrior Award correctly. The Warrior Award was supposed to be used for those in the production in the back who were putting in their asses to work day in and day out, and somehow it's being used for like celebrities and shit. You know, the only one that I was like, the first person you got for the Warrior Award, and the second, of course, Connor, the little kid who died. Yes, like I understand why you gave it to Connor. Yes, 100%. But the overall thing you've been doing with the Warrior Award is not what Warrior, intended for that thing to be about at all. So
not at all.
No, but I'm telling you right now, I don't think Harper gets inducted. I think it's gonna be a Warrior Award. But it's been a fun time. We'll see what happens next week. Next week we will have our watch along of Fastlane. So Jibril, you're gonna have to be there. Yeah, you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I really want to watch Fastlane, honestly, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to be there.
Aiden looks like he's having some trouble trying to get Sunday off, but
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be there. But you know what? I'll be there for WrestleMania, so that's all that really matters. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
At least you'll be able to watch it. You know.
Yeah, I'll send them my predictions. We'll have to figure out what our bonus are gonna be before then.
But we'll find out. We got a week.
Say Fastlane the final stop
the road to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, man.
Yeah.
All right. Either way, it's been a fun time, and I want to thank everybody who showed up here. I want to thank Luckiest Peach on YouTube. I want to thank Gio on Twitch for showing up here. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it for showing up on chat. Thank you all so much for supporting the show. As always, we want to thank everybody who helps make the show happen, like our Patreon supporters. Thank you all so much. You guys mean the world to us, and we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that we're doing here without your help. So as always, from the bottom to the top, let's get some plugs in. Aiden, where can the good people find you talking about wrestling?
Anywhere and everywhere at Aiden Cossack. Go check out the Burke Made YouTube channel. Go subscribe to it if you aren't. We're trying to get to 250 by the end of the month. And also go help out and watch those shows. Go donate on streamelements.com/tip/Burkemade or /Burkemade/tip. We're trying to get him to watch his least favorite movies of all time, The Godfather 1 and The Godfather 2, on a commentary. Put that man through as much torture as possible, so it'll be a good time.
All right, man. You streaming today?
I probably am going to be streaming today, so if you want, again, twitch.tv/Aiden Cossack. was going to be doing some Miles Morales, but because we're bulking out a bunch of stuff for the Patreon today, I don't think I'm going to have time to play that like I want to. So I'm probably going to be doing some late night Warzone. Maybe Among Us if everyone wants to play Among Us again. I had a lot of fun. I forgot how much fun Among Us was.
Yeah. All right, Jibril, we're going to find you.
You can find me at Brillmonger on Instagram and Kill Brill on Twitch and Twitter. I think that's it. But yeah.
Help the man out, man. Go help him out. What's it called? Go follow him. He needs all the time away from his kids as possible.
I do. If y'all want me to complain about my kids, y'all got to get that follower up because I can rant for them for days, man.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids. And if you have kids, cherish them, but I will not mine. Not at all.
But
all
I will not.
Man. It's been a fun time. And from the third man, from the outsiders here, it's been a great week. Oh, good Lord.
Let me tell you something about wrestling, brother.
I'm going to go ahead and just quickly branch, what's it called, out of that. But, yeah, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful night. And as always, this has been High Flyer Radio. And don't forget, don't tap out.
Tune in.